This message is for you. Powerful people are watching. Your personality radiates balance, the refusion of rebellion and refinement. You know when to challenge and when to observe. You don't expose your intelligence. You let the world stumble upon it. That's why you stand out. You're not in the race. They're orbiting you trying to catch your trajectory. Powerful people don't study you because they want to copy. They study you because you remind them of something that they've lost, the rawness of authentic drive. Powerful people chase efficiency, but you embody effortlessness. They measure success in billions. You measure it in breakthroughs. You don't chase influence, you create gravitational pull. Every strong personality goes through a phase of misinterpretation. You've been called difficult, intimidating, even cold. But those words are just labels created by people who mistake direction for dominance. They can't comprehend someone who refuses to dilute their frequency just to fit. You don't crave validation, you crave velocity. You're not addicted to approval, you're addicted to evolution. And that's what puts you in the same mental ecosystem as visionaries, the relentless commitment to growth and not applause. You mastered the rare art of presence without performance. You don't seek attention, yet it arrives like gravity because your energy speaks in high definition. It can't be ignored. You become the kind of person whose silence teaches, whose stillness intimidates, and whose focus exposes the distractions in others. Powerful people study that kind of stillness. They understand that genius isn't in noise, it's in control. You've trained your mind to be unreactive in chaos, unbothered by games, untouchable by manipulation. And that's what makes you valuable. That's what makes powerful people study your blueprint. You think differently, not because you're trying to, but because you were never designed to think conventionally. You see connections between ideas that most people would never correlate. You intuitively understand leverage, timing, and human nature. Powerful people spend billions building simulations to predict outcomes. You can do it with intuition alone because you've mastered what technology still can't. Emotional intelligence fused with strategic awareness. You can read energy faster than data. You can sense patterns before proof. That's not luck. It's evolved consciousness. And that's what they're researching. The human formula for foresight. Powerful people don't just admire your mindset, they fear its scalability. Because if more people thought like you, the entire corporate ecosystem would collapse. Your strength isn't just personal, it's disruptive. You represent a generation of thinkers who aren't waiting for permission to lead. You don't need validation from boardrooms when your intuition already outpaces algorithms. You don't depend on paychecks when your purpose prints its own currency. You become a prototype of what they call the self-made mind. And that's the real revolution when thought itself becomes wealth. You know why powerful people study you? Really, it's because you're proof that spirituality and strategy can coexist. You understand how to meditate and monetize, how to visualize and execute, how to blend patience with precision. Your energy isn't passive, it's directional. You don't just manifest, you maneuver. And that blend of grounded spirituality with tactical intelligence is what they call the new success frequency. You're not chasing abundance. You're becoming the vibration that abundance recognizes. Your strong personality wasn't formed from privilege. It was forged from pain. You learned discipline from disappointment, wisdom through heartbreak, and clarity through isolation. Every scar on your story turned into circuitry. Every rejection became redirection. That's why powerful people respect your mindset. It's built and not borrowed. You don't quote resilience, you embody it. You've proven that the strongest mind isn't the one that never breaks. It's the one that rebuilds differently every time that it does. Powerful people understand frameworks, but you understand flow. You move like water, adaptable, uncontainable, necessary. You don't force, you influence. You don't beg for access, you attract alignment. You've mastered the rare balance between ambition and detachment. That's why your presence feels expensive because it costs energy to keep up with your frequency. Powerful people study your calm not to imitate it, remember, but to decode it. They see that your stillness contains more emotion than their meetings, how your awareness does more work than their advisors. You've reached a state where being itself is a business model.